Yo guys, what's up? What's good? What's happening? It's your boy Ckay. The guy there's always something about dark on my shirt or black. You said I shouldn't call it dark. All of them black thingy. So black this, black this, black shirts, black pillows, black trousers. I guess my name is Ckay, spelled Ckay. Allah was made in the studio. Powe was good. Just give them. Yesterday English was what? I wrote that thing down. He said, God, I forgot that thing, but I'm sure you guys had that in mind. Then there's something new, probably.
How fun are my people? Make me I don't mind now. How na day? Hoping na day kajad. I mean,
Kajad!
I love you guys.
Kajad!
Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for likes. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for telling everybody that you know about Gusto TV Africa. We love you.
Yeah, we love you. Hope you guys are Kajad. Let's go straight to a Kajad man. Talk about Kajad, Tony. My name will be Kajad Daki right now. You guys gotta check that one out. What's the meaning of Kajad? I won't ask you. You guys should check it out. Let me see in the comment section what Kajad means. But yeah, back to business. Victony.
Yeah.
Victony, very amazing singer. Very amazing singer.
Absolutely.
Who, at the point when he was just going to get himself established in the United States, he had an accident
Right.
that affected his legs and everything. I saw where he had this one with Davido, and then on Davido's concerts, Davido brought him up, and then that was the first time he stood after the accident. Oh, thank you, Jesus, thank you, all of that. But then, I think moving on from that space, he still had like pains and he had to go for surgery.
Absolutely.
And then he was supposed to be off for 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
and then according to him, he said the doctor said for 3 months don't do music, just play, and said it was not going to be stubborn. But then the second note he wrote to his fan, because you like letters to his fan. The second letter he wrote, it was like he dropped a new song. That's like the remix to the Soweto and everything.
Right.
Coming from his records from the singles to the accident to this point, do you think it was under any form of praise to drop anything?
I just feel like for somebody like Tony who likes music,
Yeah.
it's not really like pressure. It's like I need to feed my fans. The Outlaws have been waiting.
True.
So I feel like he embodies music, and this is something that he really like lives for and breathes, for. Even during the whole, trauma with the accident and everything that he went through, even still, in the wheelchair, he was at concerts, he was literally everywhere, like pushing, I definitely think that it was definitely because of doctor's advice that he actually had to pedal down a bit, but Victony is a music lover. He's somebody that really loves music. So I don't think it's pressure. I just feel like it's just that I think I'm starving my fans. I think they really need music. And then, yes, we are empathetic about the situation. And of course, we want him to really get back quick. However, we feel like, okay, if you can really put out music while we wait for you, why not do it?
Why not do it? Oh yeah, this is actually where you dropped the Outlaw 2 Deluxe and everything. About 9 track, but then we have 3 that we know for everything. He promised us everything. So it's a remix after that's out, and then Chop and Slide waiting for that one.
Right.
Now, if you can have a 9 track project,
Right.
why do a Deluxe for an EP? Why not just do an album?
Well, the thing is, I don't know what the plan is with his management. I feel like this was actually very intentional. I don't know to what end this is going to be. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so I feel like he has a solid plan with his management, but I don't know exactly how this is going to pan out. But I feel like if I have a 9 track on, I'll turn out to album. That's me though, because how many more songs would I have to? Maybe 2-3 more songs, and then I have an album. But now he's saying an EP, a deluxe EP. Well, I feel like that's based on management's decision, obviously, which he would also give credence to, and then give sorry, what's the word? So I feel like it's basically management's decision, of course, with Victony's permission as well too. So, but I definitely would have loved an EP. A 9-track project. Let's do more, 3 songs, because Victony definitely has a lot of songs in his catalog.
A lot of songs.
So that's a no-brainer.
Well, anyway, still on that conversation, which is going to lead us with Soweto remix here. He actually said 3 more songs will actually make up an album, which really makes sense, and that one, which we all thought was going to do. But then we saw, for the Soweto remix personally, we saw at the point where it was looking like, with all indications we've seen, all indices and all, we were almost so sure that we're going to have a remix with Omah.
Right.
Because Omah dropped the verse, and arguably that was like the best verse so far. A lot of people loved that verse, and like, okay, this is what we want and everything. And then while we're still talking about this one, we saw where Thames manager came out talking about Muyiwa Awoniyi came out to say, you know what, Soweto remix now is with Don Toliver, Victony, and then Mouth Sealed. So a lot of people were like, okay, coming from Thames manager, could it be Thames? Do you understand? At this point, do you think it was Thames?
Yes, I would easily think it was Thames because of Muyiwa's post, right? Of course. But then I didn't really like. There are a lot of surprises in the industry that you can't really like take anybody's word really seriously these days.
True.
You know, so everything is just speculative until like it's the actual thing you get. So everything just hangs in the balance. Yes, we can do our permutations. We can actually like think about different scenarios, even put them together in our head. Of course, like the situation that happened with David, where somebody did like a whole track list and everything and gave the project a title already, even before management even coughed.
True.
But I mean, those are things that exist in the industry and those are things that exist in the music space. But I would have definitely thought that maybe it was Thames on the project and not
person. And yeah, still, I think this was still buzzing that people were like, okay, now we have Don Toliver. We saw where him and Wizkid were in a space, a confined space, and then they were listening to the song. And you could see Wizkid jamming. The same thing did for Bakaraba, like, okay, like, so it was more like, okay, this is my input to the song and everything. So people were like, now we're confused. Omah, Thames, Don Toliver, and Wizkid. Who do we have on this project? Like, that was not enough. We saw Ckay coming through with his own verse of the song. So now we have 4 persons. Don Toliver, Wizkid, Thames, and Omah. So, on one song, and Victony knew all of this. So at this point, do you think Victony was trying to drive a point? Because we saw Ckay Love Wants It was remixed for over 50 remixes and everything. So do you think Victony was trying to push something like that where we have like so many remixes to the song?
Well, that can actually possibly be it, but I feel that some of the studio type connect will probably be for listening. I remember like there was a certain time, it still even happens, like a lot of artists, you know, either emerging or successful artists, whether A-list or B-list artists, would definitely always go to Don Jazzy's to go and listen and all that. Doesn't necessarily mean on Don Jazzy's on the project. We know that, okay, it's for co-signing and all of that stuff. But truth of the matter is, I feel like there's some type of trend with, you know, in relation to how you like, you know, merge it together with the whole Ckay situation where Ckay has loads and loads of remixes. It'd be nice to have that. But I don't think that there's any necessity to overflog the song. I mean, the song is already nice. Let's not overflog it. I feel like we should just like move on to the actual project. There are obviously like different songs that we can actually push up the project. So I really don't know what the plan is, but I hope that the song is not really overflogged. If there's a Wizkid on it, perfecto. If there's a Thames on it, why not? Let's have it. If there's a Ckay on it, obviously let's have it. But then again, I feel like the direction of the song might actually even make people want to jump on it more. If it's exposed to the international community, Toliver is on it. Get so it might just really get the attention of literally everybody, and then let's even see maybe a CB jump on it, maybe like a Future jump on it, and everything. You know, so I mean, it could really go crazy from there.
It could go crazy from here. And I'm still on this here. So like you said, like I was going to come back to what you said. So if you're going to have 3 tracks to make up an album, why not use these connections you had to make 3 tracks instead of using them for for what is trending or what has trended? I think it's still trending though. So what is trending? And then make one remix from what you've had and use the rest for another collaborations.
I mean, like, Darky, these things are actually very good conversations, and like like I said, you can speculate. You can actually permutate and do all these mathematics in your head and say, okay, why not this? Why not that? But this is clearly like left to management's decision, and I feel like everything that has been done or that's going on with Victony and his camp right now, they're very intentional about what they're doing, and they would definitely have seen like the end results already, or hoping for, you know, a certain result. So, I mean, let's just trust them that they know what they're doing. And then, of course, we also need to have like a slow build, you know, to the whole Victony experience. And then the Outlaws are definitely very patient with him because they understand where he's coming from and all that. But there's a lot of stiff competition like right now in the industry where like everybody's like, bam, it has to be like great music is everywhere. Like right now, you don't even know what to call bad music, and everybody's just like dropping bangers and bangers. So I think that could also be like some type of conversation going around their camp to say, oh, yo, listen, Victony, we have to, reassess this thing. We have to do this, right? But definitely, Victory will never, 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 never come, below par. You will never do that.
Yeah, it won't come below par. Yeah, we're leaving the studio in no time. Before we leave the studio, we've seen the remix out, yeah.
Right.
As against what we had,
Right.
we saw someone who has not been in conversation of this remix.
Right.
Rema was on the remix.
Absolutely.
Don Trevor was on the remix. So 2 questions here. Were you surprised when you saw that? And then Rema coming on the remix. A lot of people actually have talked about Omah was better than Rema's verse. Whoever it is, they are both fantastic artists. But then what will you rate Rema the verse on the remix?
Well, just to answer the first question, I wasn't expecting to see Rema on it. Of course, Don Toliver, which was real, like a good remix and everything. And then the conversation about whether Rema's verse was hot or not.
Yeah.
Omah, I think we all really like stuck with the Omah verse in our head because
it came first.
Yes, it came first. So there's that tendency for you to hear something first and then it sticks. But Rema will never.
Rema boy.
Remy will always kill it like every time. And I feel like that was a very, very decent collaboration. Of course, Don Toliver coming to just lace it very smoothly on that song. So I feel like it was just like a very perfect song. And like my ratings will always go. It's either 8.5 or 9.5.
Yeah, the many factors for you guys.
Many factors for you guys. So I'll say 9.5.
9.5. Anyways, guys, we'll leave it without asking you guys your thoughts about that one. We've seen Wizkid we've seen Victor with Wizkid, we've seen it with Omah, we've seen one of the other Ckay. They talked about even time. So if you were Victoria, what will you do with this collection? What will you do with Wizkid? Because we're talking about Wizkid physically sitting down. So what will you do with Wizkid? What will you do with Omah? What will you do with Ckay? What would you do with them? Would you do a remix for another project, or you do like an entirely new song? Let me see your thoughts on that one. I will catch you guys on the very, very next one. Namaste.